Hey guys, Knack is back and welcome to some Destiny House of Wolves talk. First of all, I'm sorry for not uploading anything this week, but as you may or may not know, the new expansion for Destiny dropped earlier this week, and I've pretty much been playing that whenever I had time. So I wanted to talk a bit about Destiny, since I didn't upload a vid for this game in quite a while. Mostly because I was checking out other games, but also because less friends were playing Destiny and the social aspect is probably what kept me going all this time. But now that House of Wolves was released, I have to admit that I'm having a lot of fun. As expected, the House of Wolves has a couple of new story missions, I think it's about 6 of them, 1 new strike, 4 new Crucible maps, the Trials of Osiris and the Prison of Elders. No, there isn't a raid this time, but I think they made a good choice with the fun I'm having in the Prison of Elders. So the story missions follow the same recipe as all the story missions, but they felt really chaotic and enjoyable the first time I played through them. The first mission is incredibly fun. You get dropped in with a new kind of heavy pike immediately and fight a badass walker. The end mission was pretty funny though, in my opinion, since I killed the mini boss or whatever in 3 Gjallarhorn shots on hard, so that's a bit of a bummer. The 1 new strike does the same thing as the other strikes. You get to one spot, fight a while, move on to the next spot, do the same and move on to the boss fight from there. The fun twist they added here is that the end boss is present at every spot you have to fight, so it's not only trash mobs, so in some way it's a bit more of a challenge than other strikes. The Crucible maps on the other hand are not that good in my opinion, but I wasn't happy with the previous maps either, so maybe don't listen to me on this one. Most of the maps are asymmetrical to the point where you have both long and short range duels, and the first time playing through them was very disorienting, but that's normal I guess. There was one map called Widow's Court that actually looked really pretty, but it was also a mix between long and short range combat, and what's weird on this map is that I didn't feel like it was part of the Destiny universe. It felt totally out of place. The good thing now though is that when I get one of the vanilla Destiny maps that I like, I really enjoy playing them. The Trials of Osiris is a 3v3 elimination game type, PvP of course. You can revive teammates, but not yourself. If both teams are still alive after 2 minutes, a control point will spawn. After a team gets beaten, the map resets and the winner is the team that wins 5 rounds first. On top of this, level advantages are enabled and you need a Trials passage to participate. One passage will get you in until you get 9 wins or 3 losses, whichever comes first. The fun thing is that you will get rewarded if you do good. There are 2 armor sets per class as loot drops apparently, and you can buy a sweet auto rifle. I think winning a lot will also give you a chance to get the exotic bounty for the Fate of All Fools, the exotic scout rifle. But I'm not sure, so don't take my word on that. I didn't have a chance to check out the trials at the moment I wrote this, so if there is any misinformation or more to share, I'll make a short vid. And last but not least, we have the Prison of Elders. In the Prison of Elders are 4 doors, a Vex one, a Fallen one, a Hive one and a Cabal one. Each game consists of 5 rounds, where every round has 3 waves, and depending on the door that you open, you'll be fighting one type of enemy. The first round has nothing really special, but starting at round 2, you'll get critical objectives every wave. This can be dismantle a mine, kill a certain enemy, or destroy the mines, or a couple of other things. This adds a lot to the game for me, since you die a lot more because you can't just stand in one spot and shoot enemies like in strikes, which I honestly enjoy a lot. The 5th round is a boss, and the bosses are all race specific, so if the Hive door opens at round 5, you'll be fighting a Hive boss. When it's a Fallen, it's a Sepix Primes kind of boss and so on. The first time you run through the story with a character, you get a treasure key, and the first time running through Prison of Elders with that character, you get a guaranteed exotic if you use that key on the treasure chest. The Prison of Elders is available in 4 difficulties, from level 28 to 35, and the rewards increase corresponding to the difficulty. Oh yeah, and it's a 3-man game mode, so you'll have an easier time finding 2 fellow guardians to join you. From the chest you can also get legendary queen weapons that you can reroll the stats on, so that's pretty sweet. They also changed the way upgrading works, and I'm very happy with how they did it this time. I'm not wasting countless hours on leveling up the same weapons again, and I can still increase its damage. For legendary weapons and equipment, you need Etheric Light, which you can get from the Prison of Elders on level 34 and 35 and from the Nightfall. And exotic equipment just uses exotic shards to get upgraded to the max value available in year 1. The only real downside to this expansion, in my opinion, is those treasure keys you use in the Prison of Elders. You can get them from fighting the invading Fallen in patrol on every planet, and from the Prison of Elders itself from the chest that you'll find. The only problem is that the chance to get a key from a chest is way too low, and I've had friends farm keys for 2 days to only end up with like 4 or 5 keys, which feels like a waste of time. The funniest thing about this all is when I jumped back into Destiny, a fellow guardian showed me how to farm them and he brought me to the exact same spot as where the loot cave was. So Bungie pretty much patches a loot cave because they don't want us to just sit around there. But with the key situation, 4 guardians were already waiting there, and after every fight about 10 guardians just sat around at the exact same spot they told us they didn't want us to sit. So this is pretty contradictory in every way if you ask me. I also didn't do an exotic review for a while, since I pretty much covered every exotic there was at the time available. But I was lucky enough to get the 4th horseman on my first prison run, so let me know if you guys want a review of that. I also paid a visit to Xur, and I bought myself 9 exotic helmet engrams. And I got super lucky in the decryption. I was able to capture it, so I hope you enjoy, but I basically got all the new exotic helmets from my first 3 or 4 engrams. Which was also the case in the first expansion for me, so that's a pretty awesome coincidence. Those engrams also gave me a legendary package, and I got my 3rd hardlight from a legendary primary engram, and all of this happened in like a 5-minute time frame, so a pretty good day for me if you ask me. I'll try getting some good footage from the Trials of Osiris, but if there's anything else you guys want to see, or if you want me to stream or anything else, let me know in the comment section. I think I pretty much summed up what's new, and I'm personally having a lot of fun on Destiny again, so if you like Destiny but didn't play it for a while or played it like a no-life, I would highly advise to check it out for what it is now. That's about it for today. The footage you're seeing is from my first Prison of Elders run, by the way, but I'm willing to upload it on every level if that could help any of you. Just let me know in the comment section. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed or found it interesting in some way or another, and like always guys, I'll see you next time.